Oh boy.
Oh. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Rowan.
And hi, I'm Zach.
Oh. And this is the high stakes 17th episode of In the Zone. Shall we give away our seating secret?
Okay, so
we couldn't find the little chairs, so we got big chairs, and then the table was too small, so we stacked a smaller table on top of that
but
table.
still, it fits everything. High chairs, high stakes, low ratings. This
Oh
is
boy.
pretty god-awful.
I'm sure that you couldn't even have known that we were up here. Today we're going to be discussing the 17th episode of the Twilight Zone, Season 1, The Fever. And before we watch it, you can, if you must, watch it on Netflix, Hulu, IMDb. So let's get to it. So we start with shots of
Mr.
Las
and Mrs.
Vegas.
Oh yes.
And we...
Some interestingly named places.
Yeah, and then we show the El Rancho Club. And then I think it says the El Rancho Vegas or something. Anyways, that's the casino they're in. Because we see Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs in this casino.
We also saw like some interestingly named places, which I was hoping you would say.
A flamingo. That's one of them. It says flamingo. What?
Oh, it did.
There's something that says flamingo.
Apologies for the attempted suicide.
Inside of the casino, there are two signs that we've seen not you and I, but we here and In the Zone have seen before in the episode The Four of Us Are Dying. They say Oasis and cocktails. They're the same signs. The Oasis. Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs are there because they won a contest, and Rod Serling, the narrator, implies that it's because of Mrs. Gibbs, Miss Flora Gibbs, her knack with a phrase, so it's like a slogan contest. And
I don't even know.
And so Mr. Gibbs is grumpy as heck. And
He's
there
a
are
wretch.
and there are these people there, and they're like, "Hey, you won a contest!" And then they leave. Then we fade to black. Then we get some gambling stock footage, and Franklin is telling Flora, "Oh, I don't like gambling.
It is wrong.
It's throwing away the money."
And then Flora says this is different than gambling, which admittedly is not totally
It's
correct.
not true because it is gambling. They are in a casino to gamble.
They are putting cash into machines.
It's gambling.
With an accent on the G. Gambling. Okay, let's...
Gambling. We hear a woman scream, "I won the jackpot! And she gets a basket of money.
We
She
get
goes
a-
over, "I won!" And
We get a
shot
really...
in her face.
Yeah,
like,
I felt like she was going to be important later.
No, she wasn't. It's just to show how fun Las Vegas is. I won the jackpot! I won the jackpot! And then Flora Gibbs is like, "Hoo-hoo, I want to be just like her. How am I doing? Maybe I'll give it a try." When she puts on the nickel, Franklin goes, "Grah!" He's like, "This is where I put my foot down. Why don't you just take handfuls of nickels and throw them in the street if you're gonna do this?" And she's like, "Well, the nickel is already in the thingy, so why don't I pull it?" And then she pulls it, and it doesn't work. She goes, "I guess I don't have good luck."
Or maybe I don't have the weirdest face in the world.
Yeah, that always seems to help in winning jackpots. You have to have a weird face.
You'd be good.
Thanks. So then Franklin's walking around, and a drunk guy gives him a silver dollar, and he's like, "Hey, man, this is one fine of a thing." And so he walks over, stumbles over, assuming. And so he's like, "Whoa."
He had a glass which I was hoping was going to break.
Wah, wah. But he really slowly goes up to pull it, and then he slowly pulls it down, and he's a winner! Yay!
He gets 3 olives.
Yes, he gets all these quarters, and he's like, "Yes, yes, sir." And Flora's like, "Oh, it's wonderful." And he's like, "We will keep it. We won't be like these other baboons who put it back into the machine. At least not yet, anyways. We'll keep it." Ha ha ha. And then the drunk guy comes back, and he's like, "I wonder what happened to all the quarters that were in there. Here I go." And then he pulls it again, and he just starts the loop, and it's very sad. Because he already said he'd been there for 90 minutes. As he's walking away, he hears the slot machine, or he hears coins say, "Franklin."
But we don't hear the coins say Franklin yet.
Well, yeah, we do. And then Flora comes, and he's like, "Did you say my name?" She's like, "No." And he's like, "Whatever." So then he walks up to the hotel room, and he hears it some more times. It goes, "Franklin." And it's
Franklin.
how they did it, it's hard to explain, but they had, like, the guy's voice shape the coins so that they would sound like him saying Franklin. It was super cool. It sounds really cool. It's one of the things that saves this episode from not being as good.
This is the one thing that saves this episode from a 1.5.
Oh boy. And so when he hears it say Franklin, he looks back at the coins that he put on his table. Then he hears it again, and then there are more coins, so the implications, those coins are saying it. And then the coins are appearing, which is
I thought he won, but then it turned out that he was imagining winning when he returned to reality.
No, I think coins just appeared, and then he had the coins.
No, but then when he came back to his stack, there were less coins. So I think...
Really?
Yeah. When he came back to the stack, he picked up his original
Oh,
stack.
maybe.
I
Very
thought
cool.
that like we were getting like a shot of 3 days passing and he was
Yeah. But, you know.
Oh, by the way, the narrator mentioned that one of them would catch the fever, and at this point we have little doubt of what that is.
Yes, so it's clearly Franklin who's been stricken with the fever.
And he's got the
titular
gambling fever. Ooh.
Gambling fever. And I've got Twilight Zone. That's how I was gonna start this In the Zone episode. Oh wait, do over. Hi, I'm Rowan.
And hi, I'm Zach.
And I have Twilight Zone fever, and I hope you have In the Zone fever to watch enough to watch this episode of the In the Zone called The Fever. Alright,
Okay,
let's
Let's resume now.
Yeah. So we start, there's a shot in Las Vegas, and it says the El Rancho Club. And so we get into the casino, and there are two signs I noticed. One said Oasis, another said cocktails. Just kidding! We're not doing this over, please, no.
Where were we? His coins were calling out his name.
Right. He picked up the stack of coins. You said that they're smaller, so he's like, you know what? This is dirty money. This is immoral money. I have to give it back to the slot machine and leave it there. And Flora's like, oh, are you kidding me? And so he goes back.